Imagine powering up groundbreaking AI projects right from your home desk, without the hassle of costly cloud subscriptions or remote data centers. That's the exciting leap Nvidia has just made with their latest innovation. Hey there, tech enthusiasts! On Tuesday, Nvidia made waves by revealing that orders are now open for the DGX Spark, a compact desktop AI powerhouse priced at $4,000. This sleek machine packs a whopping 1 petaflop of computing muscle. That's about a quadrillion calculations per second for those new to the term, along with 128 gigabytes of unified memory, all crammed into a tiny package small enough to fit neatly on any desk. But what really sets it apart is that generous integrated memory, which lets it handle bigger AI models than what your typical consumer graphics card can manage. Think of it as upgrading from a bicycle to a sports car for running complex AI tasks locally, without needing to tap into external servers. And this is the part most people miss. Nvidia is kicking off orders for the DGX Spark starting Wednesday, October 15th, through their official website, as well as from manufacturing partners and even select retail stores in the US. It's all about making this cutting-edge tech more accessible to everyday developers and AI hobbyists. Back in January, Nvidia teased this as Project Digits, giving us a sneak peek at a desktop PC engineered for local AI models at around $3,000. Fast forward to May, and it was officially dubbed the DGX Spark. Now, with its full launch, Nvidia is carving out a fresh niche, a dedicated desktop workstation tailored specifically for AI development. The goal? To empower creators who want to experiment with AI without the limitations of standard computers. Let's talk about the real-world problem this solves. Many AI projects, like training massive language models or generating intricate images, demand more memory and processing power than your average PC or workstation can provide. This often means developers have to migrate their work to cloud services or big data centers, which can rack up bills over time. The DGX Spark flips the script by offering enough onboard memory to tackle larger than usual AI models right on your desk. We're talking about running models with up to 200 billion parameters for local tasks, or even fine-tuning models with up to 70 billion parameters, all without needing remote infrastructure. Practical examples abound. You could deploy bigger open-source language models for natural conversations, or dive into media synthesis tools like AI-powered image generators that create stunning visuals from scratch. Nvidia highlights some cool customization options too. For instance, users can tweak models from Black Forest Labs' Flux One, an eerily precise AI image generator that's surprisingly good at rendering human hands and other details, to craft custom images. You could also build vision-based search tools, but here's where it gets controversial. Is this tiny box worth the hefty $4,000 price tag when cloud alternatives let you pay only for what you use? Nvidia packs a ton into this 2.65-pound marvel, measuring just 5.91 inches by 5.91 inches by 1.99 inches, and sipping just 240 watts of power. Under the hood, it's powered by Nvidia's advanced GB10 Grace Blackwell Superchip, featuring blazing fast Connect X7 networking at 200 gigabits per second speeds and NVLink C2C tech that delivers 5 times the bandwidth of standard PCIe Gen 5 connections. Plus, that 128 gigabytes of unified memory is shared seamlessly between your system's CPU and GPU tasks, making everything run smoother. Imagine it as a shared workspace where all your AI tools collaborate without bottlenecks. In essence, this isn't just a computer. It's a gateway to democratizing AI development. Yet skeptics might argue that for many users, the upfront cost outweighs the benefits compared to flexible cloud options. What do you think? Will devices like the DGX Spark spark a revolution in personal AI, empowering more creators to innovate at home? Or are we better off sticking with scalable cloud solutions? Do you see potential downsides, like accessibility for budget-conscious developers? Drop your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take.